Hey there, welcome back to the channel. What happens when you stop reacting? When you don't explain, when you don't defend, when you don't chase, argue, or correct the story? What happens when you choose silence instead of impulse? Most people think silence means weakness. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Silence is not absence. Silence is control. And the moment you stop reacting is the moment power shifts back into your hands. If someone knows they can push you and get a response, they own your emotions. If they know one message, one look, or one word can pull you back in, they control the direction of your life. That is not strength. That is emotional captivity. Marcus Aurelius warned us about this when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The problem is, most people give that power away without realizing it. They react fast. They respond emotionally. They explain themselves to people who don't deserve access. They mistake urgency for importance. And every reaction feeds the very behavior they say they want to stop. Silence does something different. Silence starves manipulation. Silence confuses those who expect access. Silence forces others to sit with their own intentions. And that discomfort is not your responsibility. When you stop reacting, you stop being predictable. When you stop being predictable, you stop being controllable. This video is not about being cold. It's not about ignoring people out of spite. It's about discipline. It's about self-respect. It's about choosing long-term peace over short-term relief. Stoicism never teaches suppression. It teaches mastery. Epictetus said, "If you wish to be invincible, make yourself independent of the actions of others." That independence begins the moment you pause instead of react. This is where emotional strength is built. This is where confidence becomes quiet. This is where people who once felt powerful over you start to feel your absence. Throughout this video, you're going to learn how silence does the work for you, how restraint becomes influence, how stepping back becomes the loudest statement you can make, and how to reclaim your power without saying a word. This is not about them. This is about you, your focus, your dignity, your peace. And before we go any further, anchor yourself in this truth. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. Silence protects my power. Number 1, pause before you respond, because speed is how power is lost. The first move in reclaiming your authority is learning to pause, not because you're confused, but because you are disciplined. Most people react fast because they feel threatened, ignored, or emotionally hooked. That speed is not confidence. That speed is fear dressed up as urgency. When someone triggers you and you respond immediately, you are handing them proof that they still affect you. Stoicism teaches restraint as strength, not delay as weakness. Seneca said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." That delay is not passive. It is strategic. It allows your emotions to settle before your actions define you. When you pause, you shift the dynamic. You force the other person to sit with uncertainty instead of comfort. You stop feeding patterns that were built on predictability. This is how emotional maturity looks in real life. You don't owe instant access. You don't owe instant clarity. You don't owe instant reassurance. The world trains people to believe fast replies equal respect. That is false. Self-respect moves at its own pace. When you wait, you regain mental clarity. You stop speaking from impulse and start choosing from intention. This pause protects your dignity. It stops you from over-explaining. It stops you from defending yourself to people who already decided how they see you. It stops regret. Most emotional damage happens in moments of unfiltered reaction. Silence in those moments is not avoidance. It is leadership over your inner world. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. That choice begins with a pause. Every time you slow your response, you train your nervous system to stop chasing validation. You teach yourself that peace matters more than proving a point. You break the addiction to emotional engagement. And over time, people feel that shift. They sense they can no longer pull you into chaos. That is power. Command yourself to pause. Command yourself to breathe. Command yourself to wait until emotion loses its grip. This is how you stop reacting and start ruling your own life. Number 2, watch actions, not words, because behavior never lies. Your next move is to stop listening so closely to what people say and start studying what they consistently do. Words are cheap, promises are easy, explanations cost nothing. Action is where truth lives. When someone talks but doesn't change their behavior, they are not confused, they are comfortable. Stoicism demands that you judge reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." That applies to everyone in your life, including you. If someone claims they care, yet disappears when effort is required, believe the pattern. If someone apologizes but repeats the same choices, accept the message being sent. Silence gives you the space to observe clearly without emotional noise. When you react emotionally, you blur your vision. When you stay quiet, you see everything. This is where most people fail because they want to believe potential instead of reality. Command yourself to stop romanticizing intentions. Command yourself to stop filling in gaps with hope. You are not here to decode mixed signals. You are here to protect your standards. When you stop responding, people reveal who they truly are. Some will step up with consistency. Others will fade when they realize they can no longer access you without effort. Both outcomes give you clarity. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If you constantly excuse behavior, you poison your self-worth. Watching actions restores balance. It keeps you grounded in facts instead of fantasies. This discipline prevents emotional manipulation. It stops you from being pulled back into cycles that drain your energy. You don't need confrontation to see the truth. You don't need explanations. Time and consistency expose everything. Silence removes distraction, so behavior becomes obvious. When you detach from words, you regain authority over your decisions. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop settling for less than what you deserve. This is how confidence is built, quietly, steadily, and unshakably. Make this a rule in your life, starting now. Observe, record mentally, decide calmly, and never argue with evidence. Seal this lesson by claiming it out loud. Number 3, detach from outcomes and take back emotional control. This is where real power is reclaimed, when you stop caring about how they respond, react, or feel about your silence. Attachment to outcomes is the invisible chain that keeps people emotionally trapped. The moment you wait for a reply, a reaction, or regret from someone else, you hand them leverage over your peace. Stoicism cuts that chain clean. Marcus Aurelius warned, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Let that sink in. You cannot control whether they miss you, change, or chase clarity, but you can command your inner state. Detachment does not mean coldness. It means discipline. It means refusing to let anticipation rule your mood. Stop checking your phone. Stop rehearsing conversations in your head. Stop imagining future scenarios that steal your focus. Silence works only when it is rooted in emotional independence, not hidden expectation. If you go quiet while secretly hoping for validation, you are still reactive. Detachment forces you to anchor your worth internally. You act because it aligns with your standards, not because you want a result. This mindset shift is uncomfortable at first because it removes fantasy. But comfort was never the goal. Freedom is. When you detach, you stop chasing reassurance. You stop replaying moments. You stop measuring your value by attention received. That is when confidence stabilizes. This is how you become unmovable. People feel it when they can no longer affect your emotional balance. Detachment also sharpens judgment. You stop over-investing. You stop negotiating boundaries. You see situations clearly without emotional fog. That clarity protects you from manipulation and self-betrayal. Make this a daily command. Release expectations. Release imagined endings. Focus on what you can control: your behavior, your reactions, your standards. When you master this, silence becomes natural, not forced. It becomes a reflection of strength, not strategy. Lock this lesson in now. Number 4, let consistent action replace explanations. Stop explaining yourself. Stop justifying your distance. Stop trying to make others understand why you pulled back. Every explanation weakens the message your behavior already delivers. Silence backed by consistency speaks louder than any speech you could give. Stoic philosophy is clear on this. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." That means your life, your choices, and your discipline should communicate everything without words. When you stay quiet but continue moving forward, improving, and honoring your standards, people notice. Not because you announced it, but because energy shifts are impossible to fake. This is where many people fail. They disappear for a moment, then resurface with long messages, emotional breakdowns, or defensive statements. That erases the power instantly. Consistency is what makes silence effective. You don't vanish to punish. You withdraw to protect your direction. You don't ignore to get a reaction. You redirect focus to your growth. Show strength through stability. Keep your routines tight. Keep your goals private. Keep your boundaries firm. When someone sees that your absence didn't break you, didn't slow you, and didn't make you bitter, it changes how they view you. They realize access to you was a privilege, not a guarantee. This also builds deep self-respect. You stop over-talking. You stop oversharing. You stop giving energy to people who didn't earn it. Instead, you let your calm presence and forward motion do the work. Actions aligned over time create credibility. Words create noise. Silence combined with steady progress creates authority. Make this a rule in your life. If someone wants to understand you, let them observe you. If they want explanations, let your absence answer them. You are not here to convince. You are here to live in alignment. The strongest people are rarely the loudest. They are the most consistent. Lock this into your identity now. Number 5, master emotional control before it masters you. This is where real power is decided. Not in what you say, not in what you post, but in what you refuse to feel impulsively. Emotional control is not suppression, it is command. Marcus Aurelius warned, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you react instantly, you hand control to whoever triggered you. When you pause, breathe, and stay composed, you take that control back. Silence works only when your inner world is steady. If your mind is chaotic, silence becomes suffering. If your emotions are disciplined, silence becomes dominance. You must train yourself to feel without obeying. Let urges rise and fall without acting on them. Let curiosity exist without chasing it. Let memories surface without reopening doors. This is how you break emotional dependency. Start by delaying reactions. Do not respond the same day. Do not reply when emotions are high. Do not make decisions while your chest feels tight. Time is a filter. Anything that still feels right after calm returns deserves consideration. Anything that fades was never aligned. Build this habit daily. Practice restraint in small moments so you can command it in big ones. Turn your phone face down. Sit with discomfort. Journal instead of texting. Move your body when emotions spike. This is not avoidance. This is regulation. People who lack emotional control crave reactions because reactions validate them. When you give none, their influence dissolves. More importantly, your self-trust strengthens. You begin to respect yourself because you no longer abandon your standards for temporary relief. Emotional control also sharpens intuition. When noise quiets, clarity appears. You start seeing patterns instead of moments. You recognize intentions instead of words. You stop confusing attention with care. This is why silence becomes so effective. It is backed by inner authority. Make this non-negotiable. You are not ruled by impulses. You are not governed by moods. You are the observer, not the storm. Command your reactions, and the world adjusts around you. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My calm is my power. Number 6. Remove access without announcement. This is the move that truly shifts the balance. You do not explain, you do not warn, you do not threaten distance, you simply change availability. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Freedom begins the moment you stop offering access to people who have not earned it. Many people keep doors open out of habit, guilt, or fear of seeming cold. That hesitation keeps you trapped. Silence becomes powerful only when paired with boundaries that are felt, not spoken. Removing access means you stop replying quickly. You stop oversharing. You stop being emotionally reachable on demand. You stop positioning yourself as always available. This is not punishment. This is self-respect. People who relied on your reactions will feel the shift immediately. They may escalate, they may test, they may suddenly act confused. That response proves the point. Access was the reward. When it disappears, reality hits. You must stay firm here. Do not explain your absence. Explanations reopen negotiations. Boundaries without speeches are the strongest boundaries. Epictetus taught, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Your calm distance speaks louder than any message ever could. Removing access also rewires your self-image. You stop seeing yourself as someone who must be understood. You become someone who chooses. This creates internal alignment. You feel less drained, less anxious, more grounded. Your energy returns because it is no longer scattered. You begin investing time into growth, focus, and stability instead of emotional back and forth. This is where power quietly compounds. People respect what they cannot casually reach. Even if they never admit it, they feel it. And more importantly, you feel it. You no longer wait for texts. You no longer replay conversations. You no longer measure your worth by responses. You become self-contained. That is strength. That is maturity. That is silence doing real work. Make this decision final, not out of anger, out of clarity. You decide who has access to your time, your thoughts, and your emotional space. No announcement required. Number 7, let time expose intentions. This step requires patience, and patience is a discipline most people never master. Marcus Aurelius said, "Time is like a river made up of the events which happen and a violent stream, for as soon as a thing has been seen, it is carried away." When you stop reacting and stop chasing, time becomes your ally. You do nothing dramatic. You do not rush to conclusions. You simply observe. Real intentions cannot hide forever. When someone truly values you, consistency follows. When someone only wanted comfort, control, or attention, their effort fades quickly. Silence removes the mask. Time applies pressure. This is where many people fail because they get uncomfortable with uncertainty. They want answers now. They want reassurance now, but strength is built in delay. You must allow space long enough for truth to surface on its own. If someone only reaches out when they are bored, lonely, or losing control, the pattern will reveal itself without you asking a single question. If someone truly respects you, they will show up with clarity, effort, and accountability, not vague messages and half steps. Your job is not to interrogate. Your job is to watch behavior. Do not fill the gaps with hope. Do not interpret silence as mystery. Let time strip away illusion. This approach protects your emotional control. You stop guessing. You stop overthinking. You stop chasing meaning. You let actions speak at full volume. Epictetus warned, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." That means being willing to wait, even when others expect you to react. Waiting is not weakness. Waiting is discipline. Waiting keeps you grounded in reality instead of fantasy. As days pass, you will feel your nervous system calm. You will feel less urgency. That calm is your power returning. The outcome no longer defines you. Whether they step up or disappear, you remain steady. That is the goal. Not to get them back, not to prove a point, but to stay centered regardless of what they choose. Let time do the exposing while you stay silent, focused, and self-directed. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I trust time to reveal truth. Number 8, walk away without announcing it. This is the final and most powerful move, and it requires complete inner authority. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Walking away in silence is bravery in its purest form. You do not explain. You do not warn. You do not deliver speeches hoping to be understood. You simply redirect your energy and move forward. Announcements are for people seeking permission. You are not asking for permission anymore. When you stop reacting and stop engaging, distance becomes a boundary that speaks louder than any confrontation ever could. Silence here is not passive. It is decisive. It communicates that you know your worth and you are no longer available for confusion, disrespect, or emotional guessing games. Many people feel tempted to send one last message, one final truth, one closing statement to feel complete. That urge is ego, not strength. Closure does not come from their response. Closure comes from your choice. When you walk away quietly, you take your dignity with you. You deny access to your emotions. You deny the satisfaction of reaction. And that absence forces reflection. Whether they change or not is irrelevant. What matters is that you are no longer orbiting their behavior. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." That means you stop mirroring chaos with chaos. You choose calm. You choose forward motion. You invest your attention into growth, discipline, health, purpose, and peace. The moment you stop explaining yourself is the moment your confidence solidifies. People feel that shift, even if nothing is said. Energy does not lie. Walking away without noise is how you reclaim full control of your inner world. You are not cold, you are clear. You are not distant, you are focused. You are not running, you are choosing. This is how silence finishes the work you started. Not with drama, not with victory speeches, but with quiet self-respect and unstoppable momentum. Let them wonder, let them think, let them feel the gap you left behind while you build a life that no longer needs their validation. You have now learned the art of silence as a weapon of strength, not weakness. You've seen how restraint, patience, and self-control can dismantle manipulation, dissolve unnecessary drama, and reclaim your energy. The Stoics remind us that true power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering ourselves. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That strength comes from choosing when to speak, when to act, and most importantly, when to remain silent. Every tip we covered today, from observing without reacting to walking away without announcements, builds a fortress around your peace and your value. No one can invade what you protect within yourself. Remember, silence is not emptiness. It is presence, focus, and authority. It communicates more than words ever could. Your absence, your calm, your refusal to react is louder than any argument or explanation. You now have the tools to stop handing over your power and to redirect it into growth, confidence, and purpose. Stand tall, stay disciplined, protect your energy, and never forget, your value is undeniable, your control unshakable, and your life your own to shape. If you're ready to step into this power fully, like, subscribe, and comment your affirmation. I am in control. My silence is my strength. I choose myself.